मैडम चालू करिए।
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of WRC, I welcome all of you on this 5 days refresher course on technology drive. Before starting the session, I request everyone to put your hand on your heart for the ICI motto.
य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्मिमाणः निर्मिमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तद्ब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्द्वैता 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 एतद्द्वैता।
Thank you. So nowadays, technology is an integral part of our life, and our profession is also no exception to this. So with this intention, we have started this 5 day series to upskill our chartered accountants in technology world. And in this line, today we are coming up with the CAT tools and techniques, which is a growing field within the IT audit profession. So we have with us Chairman WRC CA Murtaza Kachwala sir, speaker for the series CA Amish Thakkar, and coordinator for this program Yogesh Bhandari. So friends, at WRC this year, we are witnessing a lot of new initiatives because of our visionary chairman. So before moving further, I would request to our chairman to address to the participants. Over to you, Chairman sir.
Thank you, Shata madam. Let me first thank the speaker for this session and the series, C. Amish Thakkar. Amish, thank you very much for accepting our invitation and to share the knowledge with the participants. Let me also thank all the participants. Got more than 70. So thank you all for your interest in this subject. And thank you, Shweta and Kapoor madam, for organizing this beautiful program. Friends, whether it is intern or whether it is audit, the basic standard audit tests are required to be covered. And now we stay also on analysis procedures. And again, like while we do the sampling, we cover only a representative uh, samples or randomly selected samples. But why doing analysis, we take the whole population, whether the process is being followed or not, and whether there are any deviations. And here we have different type of CAT tools, but one of them is yeah. And for everyone's knowledge, ICI Center has also tied up with Canada, which is an owner for the Idea software. And yeah, with firm registration number, FR number, any firm can buy the Idea software for 50,000 rupees one time, and then renewal fees every year is only 10,000 rupees plus GST. Now, we are trying to do this hands-on thing of using Idea, but the same can be applied for other tools as well. And if I were to talk only about a simple thing like procure to pay, how much is the total procurement from which vendors? If there are for the same product multiple vendors, then you can even do the rate evaluation and the rate comparison. If you talk about like say material issue, etc., then like After office hours issues can also be seen. On a Saturday, Sunday, if something is issued, can also be seen. So there are so many things, so many queries which you can write in a normal procure to pay, order to cash, bank, or whatever transactions by using these tools and by writing the queries and by doing it. An idea comes with a lot of easy to see and use videos as well. And the coding in idea is also that very easy. So I think really a good thing to join today, and happy learning to all of you. And maybe you can we pray, like ensure that you adopt this tool and use it in your day-to-day life. It is going to make your auditing experience a lot more efficient and easy. So with that, thank you very much, and over to you, Shweta. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Sir, for your words and a word of wisdoms. So friends, our objective of this workshop is to enhance understanding and appreciation of CAD data analysis software. Also to learn how CADs can help in identifying data inconsistency, integrity issues, exposure and potential frauds in your environment during fraud investigation, internal audit, data mining exercise, and etc. So for this today, we have with us a very learned speaker, CA Amish Thakkar with us. So I welcome you on the platform of WIRC, and he has helped us in designing of this structure also. So to understand more about him, I would request to Yogesh Bhandari for his introduction. Yogesh, over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello everyone, I am CA Yogesh Bhandari, your coordinator for today's session. So now I will introduce today's speaker, CA Amish Thakkar ji. So hold on your breath, guys, because we are now going to witness some major milestones. So his professional qualifications are: he is FCA, he is DISA, he is CISA, he is a CISM from USA, CIA from UK, and BCom. So his professional experiences are: he has 22 plus years of sterling international experience in rendering expert professional service in areas like forensic audit, investigation, system audit, data analytics, process re-engineering in ERP, risk-based audit, corporate training, etc. He has assisted regulators called as TRAI, FIU, income tax, SEBI, RBI, local police authorities, cyber cell in various investigation and forensic assignment. He has been an industry expert in industry known as media, shipping, and financial service providers. His training experiences: he has been faculty with ICI for over 15 plus years for ISA course as faculty, moderator, and content writer. He has been faculty for over 10 plus years for FAFD course as faculty, sessions taken across India, Dubai, and Bahrain. He has been faculty with Center of Excellence Committee of Audit Quality for various certificate courses. He has designed 3 days workshop on data analytics using CAD tools and trained 1800 plus chartered accountants. As an advisor, offer suggestions and guidance to DAAB committee for various IT related courses. He has been faculty at National Forensic Science University. He has trained income tax officials at ACIT, ITO, or AO grades at National Academy of Direct Taxes on data analytics and forensic accounting. He has been a visiting faculty at ITM Science Institute of Technology and Management for executive management courses. He has been a visiting faculty for 13 years at various prestigious colleges in Mumbai, namely MCC College, Kelkar College, SIES College, Science, Somaiya College, Ghatkopar for accounts and finance and banking, insurance course, and MCom courses. So with this, I request everyone to welcome our today's speaker, CA Amish Thakkar ji. You can take it forward from here, sir. Thank you. Welcome.
So thank you very much, Yogesh, for introducing me to the participants. Thank you, Murtaja and Shweta and the entire WIRC team, Cad Tool ma'am, for organizing such a much needed session. This is the need of an hour, I would say. And you know what? The very fact that you all are here signifies that how important this topic is going to be. This is a life-changing opportunity. This is a game changer for any chartered accountant today. I am being training people from different sphere of industry. I am receiving a lot of requirements for corporate training from income tax department, from various universities. Everybody is running after the technology. They want to, no matter in which domain you are working as a professional, and in particular, if we chartered accountants look at ourselves, either we are into practice or we are into our industry job, technology has made inroads, and you all will agree with this fact. So it is inevitable for us to gain a knowledge on technology and nothing other than data analytics. Because no matter what technology we are using, whether it's an artificial intelligence, whether it is going to be blockchain in coming few years, whether it is cybersecurity, cloud computing, whether it is IoT or RPA, robotics process automation, data becomes the backbone of any technology. Today, businesses are leveraging a lot on technology, a lot on data. If you take out top 10 richest people in the world, they are the ones who collects, manages, processes and stores data. Look at Jeff Bezos, look at Elon Musk. They are the ones who are ruling the world because they have tons of data points which they analyze and then they make business decisions. So what is in store for us as a chartered accountant? So the very fact that you all are here, you have already realized the importance of it, and therefore you have decided to spend 10 hours of your precious time onto this session. 5 days, 2 hours each, correct? So in all, what my endeavor would be that not only I'll take you through the tools, but I'll also give you an industry understanding, my industry experience, and the case studies that we are going to have on Cad Tool, these are all going to be my real life case studies. The data that I've shared with you or we are going to share with you is all real life data duly sanitized so that the confidentiality of the client is maintained. So I am really excited to see all of you along with me in this 10 hours journey, understanding nuances of data analytics, and enhancing your skill on this tool. So are you all ready? I don't know whether we will be able to interact over chat or it's one way kind of, but if it's
Yes.
possible, you can keep chatting. Send your feedbacks at a regular interval. We can interact. Let's make this session more interactive, as if we are not virtual, we are physically meeting each other. Yeah. So your chats will motivate us, will keep you engaged also. Right. So what I'll do is, first half an hour we will spend today understanding why data analytics is important. What Industry 4.0 is doing with data, because yes, please hold on to all your queries with regard to idea installation. I will definitely help each one of you. I understand that many of you have issues in installing idea, but for the time being, my humble submission is, for the time being, first half an hour, if you can leave everything and just hear to what I am showing you, just see what I am showing you, and then when we'll go to the tool, before that we'll ensure that everybody is installing the tool. Okay, we will not start the session till you have the tool ready. So don't worry about it. Okay, so please understand the importance of what you are learning. See, learning is one thing, but you should also know where is this learning to be applied. What is the market for us? Where to look for clients? Any learning, if you can't put to practice, is of no use. So knowledge not converted into wisdom is just a knowledge. And we chartered accountants, as far as commercials are concerned, we want positive ROI from everything. So whatever time, money, efforts that you have invested, it should generate a positive ROI. So in this half an hour, I am going to set the tone for next 9.5 hours of journey that we are going to have. That what is it that you are learning? What is the benefit it is going to offer to us? Yeah. So let me share my screen and take you through a presentation that I have pulled out specifically for our session. Yeah. Can you please confirm if my screen is visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, great, Yogesh. Thank you. So now the theme that we have for our 5-day session is technology drive for professional growth. I'm sure that we have about 75 to 80 participants on board today. We will have participants from different parts of India. Many of you may have joined from abroad, and you all have collectively, on an average, 10 years of experience. So 10 years times 80, we have got 800 years of experience put together on this platform, and that too from a different aspect of the profession. And all of us appreciates that technology is inevitable. It has made inroads to our life. Our day starts by checking WhatsApp messages. Our day starts by checking emails. Our day starts by looking at Facebook. Have we missed anything while we were sleeping? And our day ends by updating the status on the Facebook that, hey, look, I'm going to sleep now. So don't bother me. Yeah, I'll be available next day morning. So much of time that we spent, okay. And on a lighter note, let me also tell you that invariably we all of us are working for Google and Facebook without any payment. Do you agree with this fact? Are we all working for Googles and Facebooks of the world and we are not getting paid? Yeah, on an average. Yeah, on an average, we are spending 1.5 hours to 2 hours every day on these platforms, and they offer everything free to us. But there is nothing free in the world. There are no free lunches, what we know, correct? So, what in turn we provide to them is our everyday 1-2 hours time. Whatever we do using their platform, we may be using Gmail, we may be using Cloud, we may be using Google Photos, Google Map, Google Music, Google Text, anything and everything that you are using, they are making money out of it. And we have also signed the employment contract. Remember clicking on terms and conditions? I agree with terms and conditions. Yeah. So that terms and condition is nothing but unpaid contract for spending 1-2 hours every day. Now, why they are giving everything free is because everything that you do, they create your profile and they sell to marketing agencies so that you get a relevant ad, relevant products, so on and so forth. Now, that is one aspect of how industry is leveraging technology. But as a chartered accountant, what can I do? I'm already into taxation, GST, accounting, auditing, finance. What other avenues I can look for? So I'm just going to spend 15-20 minutes on few relevant slides, okay, from this presentation. Now, if you look at this image, can you give me some inputs? What do you think? Who is this person? Who is this person? What are your views? Yogesh is smiling very loud. How about others? We have got about 70 participants, isn't it? Kejriwal, very nice. Assessing officer, okay. Let's say he's a chartered accountant, okay. And what are the unique things about him? If he's a practicing chartered accountant or chartered accountant working in an industry, what are the unique things about him? He's smelling red flags, okay. What else? What are the unique things that you observe? One apparently very unique thing is he has got a long nose, correct? Yes, he is frustrated with manual work. Very nice, Chirag. Absolutely correct. If you lie, your nose becomes longer. That's very correct, Jitendra. So he has a very long nose, Pinocchio nose, correct? it seems that he is poking his nose into everything. His health is poor, very right. Yeah, he is poking his nose into minute things, very correct. Is it possible today to poke nose into minute things? Absolutely yes, because data provides us that ability. Correct? Earlier, when we had not much information, even if I want to poke my nose, because of the absence of information, it was not possible for me. Correct? But today, minute level information is available. Correct? I can trace back. I have a digital footprint. Everything that I have done, like in your Google Photos, you might be seeing today, yeah, 1 year back, where were you? So Google will create a nice, combination of few photographs and will show you a video with a background music, and you would cherish those moments that you had spent today, 3 years back, 5 years back. Correct? So everything that we are doing in digital world is getting saved. Data is getting generated every minute. Correct? Now, this poor gentleman is a professional who has not skilled up or who has not acquired skill on technology. So look at his hairs, look at his eyes, look at his clothes, look at his general grooming. He doesn't have enough time to complete his work. He is very busy, he is getting work, but because he is handicapped on technology, he is unable to complete the work. Yeah. So that is what we need to avoid. We need to fine tune, acquire the skill. Okay. Now, just to give you one more live example of how Flipkart is leveraging on data. So first 10 minutes, I'm just going to give you a background about Industry 4.0 and how you can partner here. What is your role? Where you can fit in the entire scheme of things and how you can earn money out of it. Okay, if your client grows, definitely you will grow, isn't it? You will be engaged, you will be given more work, and once you show them tangible rewards, then they are going to engage you more. See, most of the services that we offer, it's a cost center, correct? Unless you are doing some tax planning or something like that, where you save a few pennies for them. But auditing, accounting, these are all cost centers. That's a cost that we are incurring for such services. So clients, they don't, pay us happily. But if they pay you for something where you can generate 10 times more return for them, isn't it good? They are happy, you are happy, they will recommend and refer to you to other clients, correct? Now look at what Flipkart is doing. So what I have done is, I have recorded this clip which Flipkart releases on the mobile app immediately after the Big Billion Day sale is over. Within 10 minutes from the end of sale, they publish this data. So if, say for example, the Big Billion Day sale is for 5 days, at the end of the 5th day, night 12 o'clock when the sale ends, 10 minutes past 12 at night, they are ready with this. So now here, Flipkart has analyzed the data, thanking the customers of India for making Big Billion Day a grand success. Now what it is saying, congratulations, all your customers have saved 100 billion rupees. This is just the saving by the customers during Big Billion Day. And these numbers are all audited, okay? If anybody wants to audit these numbers, they can do this because everything is saved in the system. So they are authenticated numbers. Now I am running this clip. Have a look at what other analytics that they have done. This is the pure play of data analytics. Okay, so just to thank the customers of India, they have prepared this. See the facts that they are showing. If it is readable, please read what it says. Total visitors 27 times the capacity of the cricket stadium in the world. That many people have visited only during those 5 days. Credit given to the customers is equal to 32,000 world tours can be sponsored. So look at the magnitude. Now they are talking numbers and comparing it with a compelling story. So today, my friends, even if you acquire a good, see, by nature, we chartered accountants are good number crunchers. We play numbers with our mind. But if you put something like this as a storyline, nothing like it. Look at this madness report. 14 phones sold every second. 50 football fields can be lit with the light bulb sold. So instead of saying we have sold this many light bulbs, which we have generated this much of revenue, nobody understands. But if you put a story like this, people understand. Yes, it's a big thing. Yeah, 11,000 kgs of almonds sold only in 4 minutes. So different criteria they are comparing and associating it with a storyline to convey the success. See, 3,500 round trips of the earth covered by flight tickets sold. So to arrive at this one line, imagine the amount of effort that would have gone. Every flight that they have booked, they would have arrived at the kilometers, they would have consolidated it and would have arrived at a similar distance of the round trip of the earth. So though it looks a very simple analytics, but a lot of work has gone behind it. Look at the distance covered by the delivery boys, 60 times the moon and the back. So every delivery that they have made, they have calculated the distance of so many deliveries and have compared with it. Okay, so the point I am trying to convey, my friends, this is the power of data. And we chartered accountants are the best professionals in the industry who can leverage the knowledge of the tools and can do the similar wonders for the customer. We can identify the risk, we can compare the risk, we can number the risk, and we can put a story tag behind it, and we can provide wonderful insights to the client. Okay, so the point I'm trying to drive is that if Flipkart can do this for their customers, can't they do this for their business? Of course, after every day end, they would have tons of analytics. Which product is running good, which is bad, what customer prefers. They have thousands and thousands of parameters to analyze. Okay. We all know that information is the oil of the 21st century. Yeah. So what Industry 4.0 is collecting is big data. We have to convert that into smart data and provide insights to the management so that they can make decisions. So our role is from here, converting big data to smart data and offer them on a platter to make decisions. Today, friends, 9 out of 10 board meetings that I attend, okay, I see that board of directors are not making any business decisions based on their past experience, whims and fancies, their connects with the suppliers and customers and the politicians and the regulators. No. Today, they are making decisions based on facts and figures, based on the past data which business is collecting on a daily basis. They are also afraid that what if their gut feels, what if their past experience turns out to be incorrect? Yeah, because the world is dynamic, things are changing so rapidly. Okay, so today move to digital is no longer a fancy thing, it is mandatory. Today if somebody says that I don't know how to use Facebook, I don't know how to be on the Twitter, people will laugh at you, correct? So this is a necessity nowadays. And I just want to show you two more slides before we go to the other presentation. If you look at World Economic Forum, every year they come up with a future of job reports, and I regularly read these reports. And good thing is these reports are available on Google free of cost. You can download 2020, 2018, 2022 reports also. Yeah, they are available free. You can just do a Google search. So I extracted the site from there. Somewhere in 2018, World Economic Forum has published future of job reports, and they projected that by 2022, there are going to be 10 emerging roles, and the number one is data analysts and scientists. Number two is those people who are into AI and ML. This is what they predicted in 2018. Now we are in 2022. Let's see whether the prediction was right or wrong. Okay. Now I want to bring to your attention the scary thing: declining job roles globally by 2022. Look at number one, data entry clerks. And number two is people like you and me, accounting, bookkeeping, payroll. Number seven, accountants and auditors. The technology is going to change the way we are going to do an audit. No more sample-based audit, no more data audit. It will be all algorithm audit. It will be all technology audit. All your controls are embedded into an application. Be it a SAP, be it a ERP, be it a core banking solution. All your controls are into application. And you have to audit the application and then look at data. So let's see what the prediction is now. So when I looked at the next report, which is 2020 report, what I figured out? I figured out that what they projected in 2018 is still correct. In 2020 also, despite Corona, this job has gained popularity. In fact, Corona was a stimulus. Because of Corona, everybody appreciated the technology. We were able to work from home. Although there's a dark side to it, but technology enabled everybody to work. And therefore, you look at these three job roles that excites us for this session. Number one, number three, and number seven. Friends, today you can become a digital transformation specialist. You can help your client in blockchain implementation. You can help your client in digital transformation journey. Yeah, I will share my real life experience, what we did with our client. Okay, how we have reduced their losses only using technology. Okay, and again, decreasing demand, the story remains the same. Only thing is, from the previous slide, the top 10 declining job role, the accountants and auditors were at number 7. Now, top 10 decreasing demand, accountants and auditors have come to 4th. So, increasing adoption of technology is rapidly making the job of accountants and auditors redundant. Even the job of financial analysts, researchers, like fund managers, you must be having accounts with the financial intermediaries. They must be generating research reports. Today, research reports are generated using ML and AI. There is no fund manager. There is no research analysts. Yeah, everything has been replaced by the algorithm. Okay. And finally, what is in store for us? If you look at top 15 skills for 2025, again as per 2020 World Economic Forum report, spend 2 minutes. Look at any of these 15 domains. Decide which one you can leverage based on your past experience, personal traits, and your technical skills. Any of these 15 domains will keep you engaged for next 15 years minimum. You will have no time to breathe. That much work is available in the industry in this domain today also. Okay. So the most important, number one, is analytical thinking and innovation. The Flipkart clip that I showed you, that's the best example of this. You analyze critically, you put some story behind the numbers and share it with your management, which means you will be a good person to persuade, you can negotiate well. So if you see, few of the skills are interwoven, they are interconnected. Yeah. All right. So this is something that I wanted to show you. Just to summarize that we are good auditors. We by nature are having those personal and technical skills. Yeah, we are subject matter specialists. Nobody can beat us in taxation, audit, accounting. Yeah. Now what is missing is the third aspect of data analytics. if you can upskill, fine tune, sharpen your skills here, you will be much sought after professional in the industry. Yeah, I'll come back to this presentation a little later, but just to begin our session, to have the right bent of mind, why you all are here, what you could expect from the session, this is what I thought of sharing to begin with. Now, is there any questions? Is everything all right? Is my speed okay? Are you all comfortable? Am I going too fast? And any comments, any feedback? Okay, great. Now let me share my screen once again, and I want to now show you that if you want to look at data analytics as your career option, if you want to fine tune your skills, what is the roadmap for you? Okay, what is it that you should do? How you should start? So in few slides, I am going to show you universe of data analytics tool. Okay, the basic tool starts with spreadsheets like Excel, Google Sheets. This we all use. At any given point in time in a day, minimum 15 minutes to maximum 4 hours we spend on spreadsheets, depending upon what level of hierarchy you are working at. Those who are young chartered accountants with few years of experience, spending more time on the spreadsheets and databases. As you grow up in the ladder, your time on this reduces, but your time on analytical ability, critical analysis of data increases. So to start off with, this is the beginning. Yeah, and the good thing is we all have begun our journey. We all know Excel, maybe at a basic level, but we know it. Yeah, then databases like MS Access, Oracle, then you can have SQL for query management. Now you are slowly and gradually elevating yourself to CAD tools, and this is where our session today is. Okay, I will show you the capabilities of the CAD tool, what benefit that it offers, how convenient it is to use, and this CAD tools are specialists. They are like MD doctors. Spreadsheets and databases are like an MBBS. What is the job of MBBS doctor? What he does? That doctor is a general physician. Yeah, if you go to him, he can cure small, all types of diseases, which are not very severe level diseases. So if you have a headache, if you have a fever, if you have a stomach pain, if you have a leg problem, if you have fallen down, there's a knee problem, you just go to him, he'll give you a medicine, fine. But if a person is suffering from something serious, then he goes to MD. So even your MBBS doctor will suggest that no, now you should consult some specialists. So CAT is a specialist. It offers what you and I need as an auditor. Okay, be it an internal auditor, be it a process auditor, be it a statutory auditor, be it a tax auditor, be it a systems auditor when you're doing an IS audit, or be it a forensics auditor or a fraud investigator. It has got something for everybody. CAT has to offer something or the other to every type of auditor. And when we do practice, you will appreciate what we are doing. Now, if you're really keen, if this field excites you, and if you like talking to numbers, then the next thing that you should elevate your skills on is a visualization tools, self-service data visualization tools. And then if you want to become pro, like completely a technocrat chartered accountant, full-fledged into this area of practice, then you should go with programming languages and big data tools. So this is how you should gradually, acquire skills and knowledge on this tool. This is how the people in this domain acquires knowledge. Now, what all we have? So as I mentioned, under spreadsheets, you can have an Excel and Google Sheet. Under databases, you have all these options. Under CAT, you have these softwares. Okay, ACL, IDEA, and Arbutus put together, these three tools comprises about 70% of the market. Top 10 audit firms globally, large conglomerates, large organizations, government agencies like CAG. CAG entirely is on IDEA. L&T internal audit department, if anybody is working with L&T, they would know that their internal audit division is completely automated on IDEA. If somebody is from Big Four, they would have any of this tool in their kitty. So the point I'm trying to drive is that in CAT, these three tools, any one tool you can acquire a knowledge on, and there are many others that I'll share. If you are interested, you can look at other tools also. I'll share the exhaustive list with you. Yeah, even your Power Query is kind of a CAT tool. It is more of a specialist as compared to Excel. Those who are using Power Query would appreciate what I'm referring to. It has got more capabilities than what an Excel has. Okay, only for auditors. So right now, we are assuming that you have a little bit of understanding on Excel. You at least have a knowledge on what databases, you may not have worked on them. And now you are here to understand what is CAT, how it looks like, what it has to offer to us, why it is called specialists. So next 9 hours, for almost 4.5 days, we will learn this. Okay. Now, next, you should look for these popular tools. Tableau, many of the companies in which you are working must be using. Power BI is slowly and gradually gaining a lot of prominence. But the problem with Microsoft products is their adoption globally is very weak. We in India use Microsoft products extensively, but that's not true globally. Okay, so it has got little limitation. So whenever you select any tool, do a proper research. See who are their clienteles. See whether you acquiring this knowledge is going to fetch some work to you. If you acquire a knowledge on a tool which is not used by your client or unheard by them, there is no merit because you can't convince them to buy the tool, and we are not supposed to. We cannot market any tool. But if you learn tools which they already use and then you go and pitch for the work, and when you talk to their terms that you know Tableau or you know ClickSense, they would correlate. They would say, yeah, this gentleman or gentle lady is talking sense. Yeah, he or she knows what is my need. Okay, and there's a high probability that you might get the work. Similarly, friends, we have a programming language specially for data analytics domain. Okay, you can use R or Python, and you don't need to go to university, pay very heavy charges to acquire certification. Literally speaking, there is no certification required here. Nobody is going to ask you whether you are R certified or Python certified. So there are courses by Udemy, yeah, there are courses by Simply Learn, yeah, there are courses by Edureka. Just go and subscribe, 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, they'll give you recorded videos, you can listen at your own convenience while you are commuting. Yeah, you can do practice as per your convenience, and these are open source. There's no cost available. Yeah, so this is a self-learning that you can do. And then the apex, what Flipkart is doing, what Amazon is doing, what large conglomerates is doing, this is what is the maximum that you can do. This is the pinnacle or the height of data analytics. Once you work on this tool, life will be at a completely different level. You know, your starting salary, if you know these tools and you have done hands-on experience, starting salary would be as low as 5 lakh rupees a month with 3 to 5 years of experience. That's the kind of money people are throwing. There's a real scarcity of people who knows this tool. Okay. In how much time we can learn Python as a CA? So Chirag, there can be two possibilities. One, you have absolutely no idea about programming. You have never done programming, then it will require at least 30 hours. If you have already worked on any of this tool, you know little bit of programming, then minimum 12 to 15 hours, depending upon how quickly you grab the programming script. It is nothing but a script. Okay, once you understand how to write scripts, how to write statements, then it is all practice. So 12 to 15 hours on an average, and then you have to rehearse. And friends, let me tell you, all these tools, if you learn and don't put to practice, your knowledge will fade away. Like Excel, for example, I remember when I was an article, and since beginning I was somewhere inclined to technology. So today also, if you ask me anything about income tax, accounting standards, US GAAP, or IFRS, I have no idea. My income tax return is filed by my partner. I have absolutely no idea. If I need to plan my taxes, I go and seek his advice. GST, I am absolutely zero, being a chartered accountant. But as far as technology is concerned, that was exciting to me, so I pursued that path. Now, despite being into this domain, let me tell you, when I was an article, when I was a young chartered accountant working in an industry using Excel, working on databases, using SQL and Oracle, I was hands-on. If you wake me up in the night at 2 o'clock, I'll tell you commands, shortcuts. Today, I'm not using it often. Once in a month for 2 hours, I might open an Excel, see some reports, open some tools, see some reports. So my knowledge has deteriorated. So these are the domains where if you have worked, if you are inclined to do, then only you should learn. Yes, Nishit, what I will do is on the 5th day, I will have 15-20 minutes reserved only to tell you what all courses in which all softwares from where you can do. Then you can pick choose, yeah, or you can do more research, but I will guide you. I'll give you a roadmap. See, my objective is in this 10 hours to create so much of urgency in each one of you that the bus is running away, the train is running away. You have to run and catch it before anybody else catches. So the very fact that you are 70 participants you have enrolled for this course is because you know that this domain is important. I don't want you to, after 5 days, just go back to your ordinary, not ordinary, your routine life. My apologies. Your routine life and forget about it. I want you to keep that eagerness, inquisitiveness within you that I have to learn this. In next 6 months, I should acquire a knowledge on at least one tool. In another 6 months, I should buy one tool, do one job. Okay, again here, chicken and egg story comes. Should I buy the tool and look for the work, or should I first look for the work and buy the tool? Because buying the tool is an investment. Okay, so that I will leave it up to you. You are 70 people. There is a WhatsApp group. You can join yourself. You can, know each other. You can meet each other if you are close by in your city. That's the beauty of these forums. As an individual chartered accountant, as a partnership firm, as a small mid-sized firm, we have to collaborate, we have to do work jointly and grow together. Okay. So you may decide in this 5 days, you may meet with people, you can exchange your numbers, find your colleagues staying nearby, go and meet them over coffee, tea in their offices, see how you can draw a synergy out of it. Okay, maybe you can invest together, do some activities together and thereby learn. Friends, today I am getting requests from large chartered accounting firm to train their staff on data analytics. Because now large firms have also realized the fact that they cannot live with only Excel. Okay, they need to upgrade themselves. Even RBI is emphasizing a lot to the statutory auditors of the bank that, hey, look, your quality of the audit report needs to improve. And the improvement only comes when you use sophisticated specialized tools. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, this is the background of our session. Okay. Now, what we will do is, we will start today with the idea software. Okay, because that's the software which we are going to practice or rehearse on. Now I understand that many of you have problem in installing IDEA. Okay. Now I'll tell you the potential reasons why IDEA is not getting installed on your machine. Maybe after the session, you can try one or the other alternative that I'm going to give you to resolve your problem. Okay. So the first issue that you might be facing is that you have upgraded your operating system from Windows 10 to Windows 11. May I know how many of you are there who have upgraded and are facing the problem? You might be getting blue screen saying that your system has crashed and you got a shock. What happened to my machine? How many of you have experienced that shock? Yes, blue screen. Yeah, it looks like some scary things. For a moment, it would have taken your heart in your mouth. My God, I lost my laptop. I lost my data. I've not done backup. Isn't it? Nothing to worry. Absolutely nothing to worry. This is just a demo software, harm-free software. We have got it from a legal source. Okay. And you have downloaded it from the ICAI's cloud, which is also scanned thoroughly. So no virus, you need not worry. Now, what is the solution to that? Now, whenever you have upgraded to Windows 11, Windows 11 security is on a higher side. So any new software, it considers as a virus, it considers as a malware, and it prevents you. So the simple thing is, I'll show you what you need to do. Just hold on. Let me just open one similar looking folder for you. Allow me a minute. Okay. Now let me share my screen. Now, can you see? This is a folder that you might have got after unzipping. These are the files reflecting in your folder after unzipping. So what you all have done, you have clicked on setup file, correct? This is setup, which is an application file. I did not get link to install demo version. So Dilip, I understand that you have not got it. So maybe Yogesh can help you and share the link with you. Okay. Yogesh, is it possible if you can share the link in the chat box so that everyone can have it if you have readily available?
Yeah, I will coordinate and I will put it in the group.
Sure. Thank you, Yogesh. So Dilip ji, Yogesh will share the link, okay, preferably on this chat so everybody can get it. Now, can I get ICI Cloud Path to download? Yes, Jalpesh, this is exactly what I said. So that link will redirect you to ICAI Cloud and from there you can download that zip. Now that zip file is about 700 MB. When you unzip that file, you will receive these files. Now, those who have got a blue error, what simply you have to do is, you have to right click on the setup file, and start installing using this option. You can note down, troubleshoot compatibility. Now, those who are using Windows 10, they have not upgraded to Windows 11, and they are also getting a problem like this. Maybe some error number followed by some description. That is also because your antivirus that you have installed is prohibiting this software to install a driver. So when you click on the setup, what IDEA does is it looks for some drivers which it needs to run properly. If these drivers are not there, self-extraction utility of the setup automatically installs it in your machine. Now that's where your dear antivirus creates a problem. Antivirus thinks that some unknown software is trying to install some drivers and change your registry settings. And registry settings are very critical. Okay, it requires a Z level security. So your antivirus is very active there. With a sword, it is waiting to cut your software in between. So you are getting that error. So what you should do is, you should disable antivirus temporarily, install this software, and again you can activate. Okay. Now one thing, let me tell you, if you are installing IDEA right now whilst the session is going on, your machine might restart and you will be thrown out of the meeting. Okay, so for the time being, right now, refrain from installing IDEA. Just wait for my instructions, understand them properly, and then do it. Okay. So two situations I've told you. One, either it is your Windows 11 upgrade. Second, either it is your antivirus. If still, despite that, if you are having a problem installing the software, despite disabling it, then the next problem is that you do not have a administrator right. Some of you might be installing IDEA on a company provided laptop where you are a user and you may not have an administrator right. If that is the case, then you cannot install. You have to talk to your IT team of the company. They can only do it. Alternatively, if you have an administrator right, okay, but if you just click on the setup, what happens is that software installation doesn't understand. This is a demo version, so this setup file is little complicated. Even if you are an administrator, if you just click on it, it doesn't understand. So what you should do, right click on this file and select this option, run as administrator. So both this option will help you to install IDEA. And whenever the installation happens, it will ask you for a license key. Now there is no license key. It is a free demo version. So just click on OK and proceed ahead. Okay. What you have got as a link is the most stable version, which is 10.1. This is the most stable of the lot. Not always latest versions are stable, no? That's why if you upgrade your system from Windows 10 to 11, there's a rollback option. If you don't like it, or if the new system creates a problem, you can roll back. Similarly, currently IDEA 12 is going on, but it has not still stabilized. So the version that we have shared with you is the most stable version, 10.1. Okay, solution for the blue screen, Priyanka, is click on the setup file, select it, click it, and say troubleshoot compatibility. Now here, your Windows 11 is not compatible with 10.1, so it will automatically resolve the issue. Okay. Are we clear, friends? All okay so far? So now, one more advice I would give you. See, this is going to be a hands-on practical session. Okay. Now, if for this 4 days, tomorrow and the 3 days of next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if you can arrange an additional machine, maybe a desktop or a laptop, that would really help you. Why? So you will use one machine to log in this Zoom meeting, and if you are using the same machine for hands-on practice, you have to toggle between what I am doing in the Zoom than what you are doing on your machine, right? So there will be a lot of shuffling that you have to do. But if you have two screens, you can see what I am doing, and simultaneously in your other screen you can do it together. So that is going to make your life much easier. Okay, so if possible, have another laptop and install IDEA in that laptop which you are not using for Zoom. Trust me, your learning experience will be completely smooth. You will enjoy if you have two screens in front of you, because my screen also will have the IDEA software. Then if you have the same machine, you will see my screen, your screen, my screen, your screen. You might miss on something. Yes, you can use iPad or a tablet for Zoom because that's where you don't need a keyboard, and use your larger screen for hands-on. Provided, Mr. Balaji, you are comfortable with the small screen of iPad, because when I open the software also requires enough screen size to be legible or visible properly. So I'm just opening IDEA, and I'm just opening one file to show you that this is how the screen will look like throughout practical session. So if you are using iPad or a tablet, if you are comfortable with this screen, being accommodated properly, then by all means you can use. Okay. Now, being the first day, I knew that all these teething issues will come. So the first day, I have kept my session very light. Okay, it is going to be very basic. Of course, we will do hands-on, but not very complicated things. And to be very frank, I cannot start with something complex right away, because of the 70 people, I presume that about 60 people may not have seen this tool. So it is not prudent for me to immediately start. So slowly and gradually we will build the confidence and then we will practice. Correct? So all the instructions which I wanted to give regarding installation, troubleshooting, I have given you. Despite that, if you have a problem, then I am already there on the WhatsApp group. You can ping me, we can get on a call and I can help you. Okay? Yes, I think Yogesh is arranging. I have shared I think they have got the link.
Yeah, arranging, sir. 2 minutes.
Yeah, so don't worry. By the end of today's session, Yogesh will arrange it and will share it with all of you. That we will take care of. Don't worry. Prakash, don't worry. I am there. By the end of fifth day, you will not realize that what you learned, you have never learned it in the past. Okay. Fifth day, you will be so comfortable with the tool that you won't need me. On your own, you can practice. Okay. And I am going to feed you with some more material that you can use it later on also. And I am not running away after 5 days. Yeah, I am approachable. You can call me, connect with me. My only expectation from you is don't limit this knowledge to academics. Immediately start looking for a business opportunity from this learning. That's the best way to convert your learning into monetary value. Okay. Link for data, I think uh, 1 second, let me see whether you have got this. Have you got this CAT training files with you? There is a folder, this CAT training files. Okay, so Dilip, this is the folder that I have shared. Okay, so you have to unzip it, Barney. You have to unzip that folder. So when you unzip that folder, you will have about 26 items, 26 files. Okay, even if you have not got it, we will arrange. Not an issue, because we will be needing these files for practice. Okay, these are specially curated data for our 5-day course. Okay, so don't worry. We will equip you with all the required tools and information. Okay. All right. So now, any further questions, anything that you have in your mind before we go to idea? Is all okay? Are you all comfortable? 1 hour, 10 minutes already gone. Yeah. I'm feeling little excited, inquisitive. You need couple of minutes of quick bio break just to get a fresh air before I go to idea. Not a very big break, just 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, just get up from your chair, let blood circulate, see outside, take a fresh air, and then, no, Durgesh, please don't install it right now. It might restart your machine, it might crash. We don't know what problem it can have. So today, don't worry. As I said, you're not going to miss anything. I will ensure that we all will do everything together. Okay? What is the issue you are getting, Pradeep? Any error? Okay, fine. So let's quickly take it's 19:10, 7:10. So 15 minutes past 7, we will resume. Yeah. So just take a 5-minute quick break and we'll be back. Excellent, Bernie. That's great. You have downloaded. Just unzip it and keep it ready. Okay. Don't start installation. Rupesh Savale, are you there? Or you are on a break? Yogesh, you are sharing the link only with me. Can you change your chat setting to everyone so that they can also get the link.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine.
Yeah, you are only sharing to me.
I could not. I did not realize that part. I've shared it right now.
No, that's okay. No problem, Yogesh. That's okay. Yeah, Rupesh, I was going through your query. Now to locate where is idea and where it is installed, you look at my screen. I'll show you what to do. So you go to Windows Explorer. No, sorry, you don't go anywhere. In your bottom part of the screen, can you see my cursor here? Here you just type idea and you will right click here and say pin to taskbar. That's it. So if it is installed, it will always remain on your taskbar as an icon. Okay, that is what. So Rupesh has successfully managed to install. Then what other queries we have got? I am not able to install, that is correct. So we have already shared the link now. You can start downloading after the session because it is 700 MB file. Maybe your network, if you are using mobile network or something, your session might get disconnected or disturbed. Sachin, why have you joined late, my friend? You have missed much. You have missed many things. Yeah, but we'll try to cover all what you have missed in the practical session. Okay. Check for updates or no? No, Anil. It's a demo version. So if you click on this check for updates, every time it will bother you, it will go to the vendor side. So just say no. फ्रीवेयर में क्यों अपडेट चाहिए है ना? All right. What else? Any other queries? Great. So Gitesh Bajaj is saying let us start. So let's follow his orders and let us start. Okay. So all of you, please open your idea. Don't bother if your screen and my screen shows different things. That's okay. Sachin, my friend, please join on time tomorrow. Yeah. Otherwise, you will miss a lot and won't be possible to cover everything. Okay. We have got 70 participants now. So if I were to just recap for you, it will be for others, it will be just annoying and they'll be waiting for us to resume further. Okay. So please be on time. That's my humble request. All right. Now, I have no idea. We will get a clarity from the WIRC officials. Okay. Yes, Gitesh. No problem. Today you can view. You can do what? You can take a pen and paper. You can note down whatever I'm doing. Maybe after the session, if you have time, you can install. Or tomorrow also till 5, if you have time, you can do whatever we have done today. Okay. And please don't mind. You can call me. I'll reserve an hour tomorrow. If you have any problem installing idea, you can call me in that time slot. So I will plan my schedule in such a way that I can attend your calls. Okay. So that much help I can extend to all of you. Now, let us begin with idea. First of all, this is how the idea home screen looks like. This is the interface of idea. Okay. Now please pay attention. At the top of the screen, you see a few icons here. I am highlighting my cursor like this. Okay. So this is where you should look at. So this is a shortcut bar. This is customizable like the icons on your mobile screen. The applications that we use frequently, we keep it on the home screen. So something like that. Then, like any other software, this software also has many options like file, home, data, analysis, view, macros, and smart analyzer. These are the menu options followed by sub-menu options. These are sub-menu options, right? Nothing new. Then on your left hand side, what we have is a file explorer. This file explorer is a very important section. It manages your files and folders. Whatever files and folders you have used during your audit, they are managed here. This is very similar to your Windows Explorer. See, a Windows Explorer looks like this, no? On your left hand side, anything with the yellow is your folder. Then you can have subfolders. Then you can have files. Then you can see the details, when it was modified, what is the type of the file, what is the size. Very similar is this. See, the name of the file, when it was created and modified, size and the number of records. Okay, very simple file management section, and you can resize the window as per your needs. Now this is the working area, my friends. What you see here is your idea file. This is how idea file looks like. What is here? Simple rows and columns, correct? Nothing else. Then on your right hand side, what you have is properties. Properties have 5 sections: database, result, indices and comments. 4 sections rather. Okay. Now when we go to File Explorer, when I right click on any folder or a file, I get a properties option. Now this properties will show me properties of this particular folder, the size, the location, etc, etc. So this is only for that folder. The moment I go to any particular file and click on properties, the data will change, the information will change. Similarly, friends, here whatever file is open on the screen in the working area, this property will be file specific. The moment file changes, the content of this section will change. Okay. And last is this blue bar at the bottom. This is called as a status bar. It has got a name of the folder in which you are working and the number of records in the file which is open. So just to recap and summarize, IDEA has shortcut menu, formal menu options, sub-menu, file explorer, working area, property section, and at the end you have status bar. Very, very simple interface. Okay. Now, first thing that we will do today is we will create a new folder, because from today onwards till the end of the session for remaining 5 days, everything that we are going to do is in the new designated folder. So whenever you get a new client, whenever you onboard a new assignment, you have to create a new folder. So how do we do that? So please observe, those who have not installed IDEA, they can write down in the diary and you can do it later. These are very simple steps that I am doing today. Okay. So I click on home tab, and those who have installed IDEA, they just observe, and after I finish I will give you time to do. Because you are seeing this tool for the first time, you cannot swap things or screens simultaneously. So first see what I am doing, then do it. Okay, I will give you enough time. Now under home, there is an option called create. So I click on create. When I click on create, I get a dialog box asking me to provide a name to the project under manage project category. Now the practice that I follow in my firm is we give the name of the client followed by the audit period or an investigation period. So let us say the name of the client is Logistic. I'm just giving any hypothetical name. Trans Logistic Private Limited. Okay, and financial year 2021-22. This is how we give the name to the project. Okay, now those who have installed idea, they can do it now. I will wait for all of you. Just go to home, click on create and write this name. Once you have done, send me an update in the chat. Done. Okay. Excellent. Anil and Shirish. Great. How about others? Great. Now simply click on OK. You might get this message, you may not get this depending upon whether any file is open or not. Just simply say yes. So now all of you who have idea, your screen and my screen is exactly same. Correct? So congratulations, your journey into idea has begun. Okay, you have opened one blank project, Trans Logistic Private Limited, and in this folder there is no file. It is absolutely blank. Okay. Shall I proceed? If you are doing, take your time. We are not in a hurry. Our objective is not to just do it. Our objective is to learn. Okay. Take your time. Understand and do. Initial couple of sessions will go slow. And once you are confident, we will slowly increase our speed. So we have got 57 participants. 4 participants have raised the hand: Hari, Kalyana Sundaram, Sachin and Prakash. Do you want to speak or is it by mistake? Can you lower your hand, or else if you want to speak then I can allow you, I can unmute you. Okay, thank you very much. So if you really need to speak, you can raise your hand. I will allow you to speak and we can interact also. Okay. We have all the facility. If you are keen, you can onboard as a panelist. You can turn on your camera and you can accompany me as well. Yeah. Every day seeing my face could be boring also. Okay. All right. Now, what is next? So please now listen to me. Whenever we are using, so Yogesh, right now nobody wants to speak, I guess. So that's okay. If somebody is willing to speak, we can unmute them. Yeah. So right now 2 participants have raised the hand, but they have not confirmed. Like Kalyana Sundaram and Prakash Katiara. Their hands are raised, but I'm not sure whether they want to speak. Okay. Now, whenever we use tools like Excel, MS Access, what happens? We either have a ready-made files or we create our own files. Correct? So these are the only 2 possibilities. Okay. Now, imagine a situation as an auditor. Will you ever create a data of your client, or you will collect the data from the client's ERP, SAP or CBS? Suppose you are appointed by this company, Trans Logistic. Will you create any data of Trans Logistic? We will collect the data, correct? Now, if you're using Excel, you will go to Translogistic and say, hey, look, for conducting the audit, I need this 50 reports. Please extract it in Excel and give it to me. So if their SAP or ERP is compatible, they will give you data in Excel, correct? If you are using MS Access, you will ask data in MS Access. But under no situation, you will create a data. But if you are using Excel, you have an option of creating the data also if you are not using it for audit. But here, CAD tools are specialists. They are only and only meant for audit. So you cannot create a new file here. That means to use this tool, we have to import the data into this tool. Yeah, we need to feed this software with various files. Then only we can start analysis of the data. Correct? Now, the folder that we have shared with you, CAD training files, it has got 26 files. Okay. For our classroom training for the rest of the 8 hours, you have to imagine a scenario that Translogistic has appointed you as an auditor, and depending upon the scope of audit, you have requested for these data points and these files you have extracted. Okay, Durgesh, I will request Yogesh to again share this folder, email it to every one of you. Okay, Durgesh. Now,
Okay.
this 26 files is what you have extracted from the client's either Tally or SAP or ERP. Now, if you look at the types of files that I have shared with you, they are different types of files. Okay. So Durgesh, Yogesh has already shared the link to download this folder. Yeah, please download everyone, maybe later, or you can do it right away. That's also okay. All right. Now, if you look at the types of files that your client has given you is, one is a text file. It looks like this. This is how the data is given to you. Another file is a print file. Again, you can open it with the notepad and it looks like this. This is a log of the server. Yeah, this is how the file is given to you. Then another file is given to you in Excel worksheet format. This is how it looks like. Then another file is given to you is CSV, comma, separated value. You can see here. So this looks like this. Okay. Shafiuddin, we have already shared the link just now. Yogesh has shared the link. You can download the training files from that link. Okay, Shafiuddin. All right. Above link doesn't contain the training folder. All right, let me just see. Let me click. Okay, Yogesh, this is the idea downloading software link. Can you email them the folder that we have shared? That would help.
Okay, I'll check and share it.
Okay, no problem. Maybe you can do it. Maybe you can do it after the session also, because we'll be needing them tomorrow. Okay. All right. Where was I? I was on idea. Okay, so I was on this screen, CAD training files. Now, some of the files are shared to me which are in PDF format, like this. This is the data given to me from Tally, but instead of this in Excel or Notepad, They are given to me in this format. Now, what am I supposed to do? I have got the data, but data has been given to me in different formats. Now, converting a text file into Excel is very easy. Text to column you can do. Converting print file is little difficult, but manageable in Excel. Converting PDF is very difficult, right? Now, when you are using tools like this, you need not worry about it. Today, these tools are so compatible. I'm not only talking about IDEA, okay? Any CAD tool available in the market. IDEA is just the tool that we are practicing on. Everything that I'm going to say applies to all the other tools like ACL, Arbutus, SAS, and those who have it in their organization, they might appreciate what I'm saying. All these tools are so compatible, they can easily convert into IDEA file or ACL file or an Arbutus file. Okay. So now the first thing that we need to learn after creating a project is how to import these different files. So we will learn importing print file, importing PDF file, importing text file, importing MS Access file, Excel file, so on and so forth. Unless you know how to import, the next steps we cannot proceed. Okay, friends? Now, $1 million question is what I'm going to ask you. Anyone who gives me the correct answer will win 5,000 rupee Amazon gift voucher. Okay? Now, many of you must be leaving your mobile phones and, focusing here. Okay? I mean it. I'll give you. Okay? Now, let me open one Excel file. Okay? Let's say I'm opening this file. Now this is a simple 5-columnar Excel file which has got a savings account number of the customer, status of that saving account, with which branch this account is opened, what was the balance as on 31st March and 30th March of the year. Very simple looking data, correct? And you have all these rows. This row number 2 provides details of account number 636045992. This row provides information about account number 2018299. So you have understood the structure. This is how Excel is. It is columns and rows, and Excel has introduced a new concept called cell. So intersection of rows and columns is a cell. Very simple. Now comes the $1 million question. As far as data analytics is concerned, as an auditor, be it a stat auditor, be it an income tax auditor, GST auditor, irrespective of nature of audit, whether according to you a row is important or a column is important. Mind you, I am only giving you 2 options. Okay, straight away, Sirish and Durgesh, both of them have given the answer as row. Okay, now Mr. Balaji and Jagdish have given column. So these 2 qualifies for the 5,000 rupee voucher, whomsoever is correct. But others can try. Okay, and the probability of you winning is 50%, very high, because there are only 2 options, isn't it? Sorry friends, I have not given both as an option. We chartered accountants, like Geeta and Pradeep, we are very smart. We don't want to go wrong. So what we do, we give a very safe answer. Okay, we say both. Don't mind it, I'm just creating a lighter environment. It is nothing personal, okay? It is always good to have some lighter interactions in between, otherwise your session will become little boring. Correct? Okay, even Anil is saying the same. Okay, now let us understand. Although this is a very simple looking question, but this is the ABCD of data analytics. One need to be very clear in their mind as to why what is important is important. Okay. Now, first, let us argue with those who are saying that column is important over row. Why you guys think that column is important over row? Column indicates different fields. Okay. Absolutely right, Jagdish. Columns are attributes. Columns gives you a piece of information about that record, about that account. So if I'm looking at this 63604592, column B tells me whether this account is active, inactive. Column C tells me that this account is associated with which branch. Column D and E gives me balance. So different additional pieces of information given to us about that entity, which is this account number. And put together all this information, if you link it to one row, it becomes one entity, one account holder. Do you all agree? Now, Mr. Balaji is saying it has got different category. We cannot sort the data without the column. Now, is data analytics only about sorting? Do we need columns only for sorting, and because of that only columns are important over rows? Yes, his answer is correct, but not in the larger context. Sorting is just a facility to speed up the analysis, correct? Yes, now Durgesh has elaborated and he's saying rows are transactions and columns are just part of it. So now let us argue with those who are saying rows are important over columns. So Durgesh has already given the answer. Anybody else? Those who have advocated that rows are important over columns. Okay, nobody is coming up with answers on why row is important. So let me tell you. Yes, Shirish, you are bang on. I think you are the first one to give the answer and even the explanation is also correct. Now, please read what Shirish Shah has written. If any row is missing, the data is incomplete. Have you ever attended my session earlier, Shirish? Ah, I got so. Where have we met? In which forum? Long back. But I am very glad that even if we had connected long back, you still remember, which is very nice of you. So let me reveal the secret. Friends, as a data analytics person, between rows and columns, I am interested in rows, not columns. Let me explain. Those who have given answer columns, don't feel offended. Your justifications were right. But the context in which I am asking this question is different. I have a larger context. Okay. Now, what is that context? Now, let's say in this file, for example, I have got, if I select this column, How many records I have got? 1000. Excluding header 999. Which means what? This file provides me the data of 999 unique savings account holders. You understood this much? This one row is one account holder's data. I have 999 unique account holders data. Now, imagine I delete this record. Record number 7, I delete. What happened? What happened? My data is incomplete. Hope I am making sense. Now, let me prove further. If I select this column, what is the sum of this column? What is the entire current savings account liability on the bank? It is 85 lakhs. Sorry, it is 85 lakhs 95,942. Correct? Now imagine that this account number 7, although the balance here is negative, let me take some bigger account. Okay, let me say this account has a balance 5,74,164, which is how much is to total? Total was 85,95,942. So equal to this, divide by 85,95,242, something was there. So this one single account is how much? 7% of my savings account liability to the bank. Now imagine if I delete this account. I am auditing what population? I am auditing only 93% of the population. Correct? Do you all agree this fact? One single row, when I delete, it makes my file incomplete to the extent of 7%. Something called materiality is what is involved here. Now, if you are doing an NPA analysis, if bank deletes one major NPA accounts and gives you the data, you will end up doing analytics on that without even realizing that your entire audit has been done on an incomplete data. So your findings will be accordingly completely invalid. Now, somewhere in the middle, after spending 5-7 days, somewhere in the middle you realize that, hey, look, one major account is not given. Entire work that you have done is in vain. So the first thing as an auditor or as a data analytics person, you should look for is data given to me complete? Gitesh, very valid question. Today, still many chartered accountants, when they do stat audit, they recourse to sample. But let me tell you the fact, what Industry 4.0 is expecting, what Companies Act 2013 is expecting, what regulators like SEBI, RBI, Economic Offence Wing, Special Fraud Investigation Office, CAG, they are expecting is 100% or close to 100%. And the time is about to come where we will see this happening. Companies Act 2013 emphasizes a lot on fraud detection. Do you all agree? Today, this is the expectation from the stat auditors also, no? That just don't give us a comfort on true and fair view. Also see if the accounts are fraud free or not. CEO has to give a certification that accounts are fraud free. So our role is slowly and gradually moving towards 100% check. And let me give you a good news. Even if the audits that you are doing requires you to sample, you can still afford to do 100% without any additional man hours, courtesy this softwares. Whatever time it's going to take to do sample audit, hardly 2% of the time extra it will take to do 100%. Because the way this software handles the data, processes the data is far more better than the existing tools that you are using. So in few years, the argument between sample based and 100% will go off. The norm will be 100%. And as an auditor, I would want to give more to my client. Let me give you one simple analogy. Say we all went with the family to a restaurant to have a dinner. Okay. Now, per person, the rate is 1,500 rupees. So, 5 people in the family, they are going and having a dinner. So, 7,500 is the bill. Now, without you asking, if the hotel is giving you 10% discount, will you be happy? Will you be happy? Or if all 7, Vinod won't be happy? My God, Vinod doesn't like discount. He says, मैं तो पूरा पैसा दूंगा. Okay. Now, if 1,500 rupees is the price for the dinner buffet, and they told you that okay, in your buffet you have 2 sweets and 2 starters, and then the main course. But when you went for the buffet, they give you 3 starters and 3 desserts, and on the top of it some gift hamper of 500 rupee. Will you be more than happy or not? Of course. Why? Because we had not expected that this will happen. We are ready with 1,500 with whatever they are going to give. But anything extra that I give, I am more than happy. I am going to visit that restaurant once again. I am going to tell 10 of my friends on the Insta and Facebook that this restaurant is giving something more goodies. So by shelling off one extra dessert and 500 rupee voucher, they have got your loyalty. Same way, friends, if we need to get the loyalty from our clients, we need to give them extra. So if sample based audit is what is needed, and if we can deliver them more, why don't they go to other chartered accountant? They'll stick to you. Yeah. Since we are all chartered, we can discuss all this. Yeah. And you all must be knowing it. Many of you must be experienced than me. But this is something which is the need of an hour. We have to always give something more than whatever fee that we have charged. Then client would be happy. Okay. All right. Now, why columns are not important? Let's say here I need a balance as on 30th March also for some of my analytics, but this entire column is not given to me. Okay, but every row is given to me, which means each and every savings account data is given to me, 100% transactions. But here I need some more detail, like balance as on 30th March, then who is the RM of this customer, date of opening of this account, then the name of the customer, address of the customer, PIN code of the customer, PAN number or Aadhaar number of the customer. All these columns are not given to me. Can I not ask for it? I can definitely ask for it, no? And they will extract the data again with additional columns. But if one row is not given, and if there are 70 lakh customers in the bank, how will you ever come to know that 5 customers data is missing? Is there any way? Unless the account numbers as a serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, then you can find a missing account and investigate. But that's not the case with the banks. Yeah, your savings account may have a current account series also associated, so the gaps may be of the current accounts which they have not given to you. So there is no way practically to find out this. Yeah. So when we use CAD tools, we will see how to get there. But have you understood this basic concept? And please remember this for the lifetime. Okay, you will never go wrong in your audits. All right, now let's do one activity on idea so that at least you feel that you have done something on idea today. Okay. All right, now Let's import this file into IDEA. So we already know that this file has one sheet named database. It has got 999 records excluding the header. So how do I import into IDEA? So I close this file. I go to IDEA. Now please note down the steps who don't have IDEA. We should have a tagline like this, no? One idea jo badal de duniya. Absolutely. And this is an amazing field, you know. Sometimes the miracles that you do using these tools will give you a lot of professional satisfaction. You know, you will be learning, you will be adding a lot of value to your client. When you see your client is happy with your work, that's more than the money. That feeling is more than the money. Yeah. Very nice. Tushar, you are very, very innovative in that sense. One idea जो बदल दे आपकी दुनिया. Maybe I'll start using this in my presentation, if you allow me. Okay. All right. Now coming back to idea. So anytime, whenever you want to import the file, the option is desktop. This is under home. The option is desktop. So we have to click here. Now the way idea works is it will give you dialog boxes like this, and it will ask you a few questions. You will have to fill in the gaps. That's it. Very rarely we will use formulas here. Everything is like fill in the blanks. Simple English. Okay. Now here, if you observe, IDEA is providing you different types of file formats. This is a very exhaustive list, my friend. Although it looks very small, but today hardly any file format that I have come across which you cannot import into IDEA or ACL or Arbutus. Okay. Now the type of file that we are importing is an Excel file. So I click on Excel. Okay. Then every time you select the type, then you have to come here and there are 3 dots given. This is called browse. You have to tell IDEA where the file is located which you want to import. So I click on browse. I go to CAD training file folder. Chirag, let me finish, then I will come back to your query. Okay, just hold on. Then I select savings account balance file and say open. Now those who have IDEA, please do up to here and confirm so that I can proceed. Go to desktop, select Excel, browse and select this file. Do up to here. You can change the file location later. Once it is imported, the link is not established. It is a completely different file. So after importing, if I move the Excel file to any folder or delete it, it is not going to make any difference in IDEA. Okay, there's absolutely no link. Does we need to upload here sorted data only? Very good question. I'll come to you. Okay, it requires some explanation. So I will answer your question tomorrow. Okay, Chirag, please remind me. It's a very good question, requires some explanation. Now, click on next. Once you click on next, then you remember the Excel file had one sheet only. So by default, this is selected. Now you have to understand this very carefully. Every time you are importing a file, IDEA will show you a preview. And as Chirag asked me just now, which I'll give explanation tomorrow, IDEA only requires transactions. It doesn't need any garbage like header, footer, page total, subtotal, nothing. It purely needs data. So even these headers that you see is a garbage for IDEA. Although this is a very useful information, but it should not be part of the working area. Where it should be in the header space. So how do I shift this headers into header space? By selecting this option. First row is field names. So click here and you will observe the change. And every time you are importing a file, observe the first row. It should always start with the transaction and not the header. That's it. Whatever we need to do, we have done it. Now simply click on OK. We have successfully imported an Excel file into an idea file. Everyone has managed to do it? Excellent, Sujesh. No, Durgesh. The beauty of this software is once you import the file, you cannot delete any row or any cell. What you can delete is only column. Therefore, the question that I asked whether row is important or column, all CAD tools apply the same logic. They always protect row. They will not allow you to delete. So this relieves auditor from the obligation, or sometimes client accuse that auditor has changed the data. We have not given this data. We have given some other version of the data. Auditor has done something in Excel, in Google Sheet, and they have changed it. Now, if you are using these tools, they can't do this because this tool has absolutely no option to delete rows. So if today even clients know that if the auditor is using tools like this, you cannot play around, you cannot mess with them. Okay. So, all right. So great friends, 2 hours have just passed. With the fact that many of you have yet to install idea, okay, we have gone little slow today. Okay, now how do you close idea? Let me show you that. Now, can you repeat the deleting part? Okay, as I told you, Priyanka, here I have no option to delete any row. I cannot delete any cell value. If you have tried, if you have idea already installed and if you have imported this file, you cannot delete anything. Only thing you can delete is these columns. Unwanted columns you can delete. Yeah, that is what I said. And how to delete this column, that we will see little later, maybe tomorrow, day after, maybe on Monday or tomorrow. But the good thing is auditor's interest is protected. Today client cannot allege that auditors have manipulated the data and deliberately have created this observation against me. No. Even sometimes when you are working in Excel, accidentally if you press space bar, what happens? The cell value is blank. Now all the dependent value will change. That means you are working on an invalid data without you even knowing it. All these risks are not there. Okay, append, modify, everything is there. You can do everything that you can do in Excel without modifying the originality of the data. That is what we want as an auditor. Yeah, so whatever append, modify, delete option that you are seeing with the right click, that is for columns, not for rows. So if you have imported Priyanka, you have got 999 records. If you can delete single row from this, you will get 1 crore rupees from the vendor. Not from me, I don't have that much money. Okay, you can challenge the vendor if you can delete the row from here. They'll give you software free of cost. That's the USP of these tools. Yeah, more about this you will learn later as and when we practice. Okay, this is a blessings in disguise for us. Okay, My pleasure, Geeta. I will have enough patience. I will ensure that all of you sail along with me in this journey of 5 days and reach successfully to the other side of the river. Okay? So I have enough patience. You can ask me as many questions as you want. Yeah? Okay? So how to import the file, Sachin? Very simple. Click on desktop, select the file type. In our case, it was Excel. Then browse, go to the folder, select the file, say savings account balance, say open, next. Then here you can say first row is a field name and okay. That's it. Yeah. WhatsApp group link I don't have, Bernie. Maybe Yogesh can provide. Can you repeat the steps of installing IDEA? Okay. So when you go to the setup file which you have downloaded, Ramana, in the setup file you can right click and say run as an administrator. If you are using Windows 11, then you select this option, troubleshoot compatibility, and then automatically software will guide you. Just read the instruction and keep going further. Can IDEA be connected directly to database? Yes, we can through ODBC. I'll show you that tomorrow. Very nice. Park this question for tomorrow, okay? So Bernie, Yogesh has already given a response. You can send a message to him. He will share the link. So please note down his number. That's okay, Ramana. It will happen. It might restart. That's no worry. Okay. So can we call the day off, my friends? Hope you have had a good productive session with me. Yeah, very good point. Let me share. That is what I wanted to show, but I ended up showing something different. Now, how do you close? Simple. You can just close from here. There is no need to formally close. You can just simply close IDEA. Everything is saved. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Amazon voucher winner. Who is the winner for Amazon voucher? Shall we qualify Durgesh? Because he's asking for it. Yeah. So you keep adding. At the end, I'll give you a lump sum voucher on the 5th day. Okay. All right. Now let me share my coordinates so that you can call me. 90040646646. This is my number. And let me tell you what time you all can call me. Let me just check my calendar for tomorrow. All right. What we can do is you can give me a call between 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. I will reserve this 1 hour for all of you. Okay. Any problem while installing IDEA, I will reserve this 1 hour for your query. Okay. Since I have other commitments, I prefer receiving call in this window. Yeah. So great. Thank you very much, friends. I had a wonderful time with you and looking forward to our tomorrow's session. Over to you, Yogi.
Thanks a lot, Amish, sir. It was pleasure learning with you. Members attending out here, we will see you tomorrow for the continuing session with Amish. Thank you, sir. We will see you.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Cheers. Good night.